In this video, I am going to discuss how to define the trigonometric ratios. And here we are going to see the trigonometric ratios for acute angles only, right? So we define the specific ratios of trigonometry for right angle triangle. First, let us see what does it mean by a right angle triangle. A triangle which has one of the angles as 90 degrees is called right angle triangle. So this is an example of right angle triangle. See here, this triangle ABC has an angle 90 degrees at B, right? And when you take the 90 degrees at B, so the BC is known as base and this AB is called altitude or height of the triangle or altitude of the triangle, and the side opposite to the 90 degrees is known as hypotenuse. The side opposite to the 90 degrees is known as hypotenuse. So this is called right angle triangle. So a right angle triangle can be in any direction. So it can be like this also, right? So it does not need to be in the similar way. Okay. Only the criteria is one of the angles should be equal to 90 degrees. That is the criteria for right angle triangle. So before I start with trigonometric ratios, so I would like to introduce the adjacent side and opposite sides of the angles. So now just now we have seen, right? So opposite side to the 90 degrees angle is known as hypotenuse. So this AC is always hypotenuse. This AC is always hypotenuse in trigonometric ratios. So it can be BC also based on how you take. Only the criteria is opposite to 90 degrees is always called hypotenuse. So in this diagrammatic representation, AC is the hypotenuse, right? Now I would like to introduce the adjacent sides and opposite sides. If you consider the angle A, for the angle A, okay, so what are the opposite side and adjacent sides? See, for the angle A, so anyway AC is the hypotenuse, so we only talk about other two sides, AB and BC. So which one will be the opposite side here? Yes, so this AC will be the opposite side to the angle A. So this is called opposite side to A, and that is AC. Then other side automatically the adjacent side to A. Other side will be adjacent side to A, that is equal to AB, right? This one is adjacent side to AB because it is passing through A, right? Now let us consider it for the angle C. We don't need to consider it for angle B because, okay, so two sides are adjacent to a B and one side is opposite to B is known as hypotenuse. So that we will consider only it for C. So for the angle C, what are the adjacent and opposite sides? Think and tell me. So for C, opposite side is this one, AB, right? So opposite side is AB. Opposite side is AB. And what about the adjacent side? Then other side automatically will be the adjacent side for the angle C, that is BC. BC is known as adjacent side to angle C. AB is known as adjacent side to angle A. And AC is known as, sorry, this is BC. Okay, this is BC. BC is known as opposite side to A, and AB is known as adjacent side to A. Right, now let us go through the trigonometric ratios. we have 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to the acute angles of right angle triangle. So the first one is known as sin A. Before writing that, let me draw a right angle triangle. So let us say that this is A and this is B and this is C. Okay, and this is 90 degrees and this hypotenuse AC. So now let's start defining the sine. So the sine of angle A, we can define it for either angle A or angle C. So now I will start with sine of angle A is known as opposite side to the angle A by hypotenuse. Opposite side to the angle A by hypotenuse, and we write it as sine A as sine A. We read it as sine A, S-A-N and A. And what is the opposite side here? BC, and hypotenuse is AC. So this is the definition of the first trigonometric ratio in trigonometry, that is sine A. Now can you define it for sine C? If I want to write it for sine C, what would be the ratio? Pause and think. Sine C is AB by AC. For C, opposite side is AB and the hypotenuse is AC. Right? Now let us define the cosine, the second trigonometric ratio, that is the cosine of angle A. What is the cosine of angle A? So cosine of angle A is defined as adjacent side to the angle A by trigonometric ratio, hypotenuse. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. So what is the adjacent side to A? Adjacent side to the A is AB, right? And hypotenuse is AC. So we write the cosine of angle A as cos A, which is equal to AB by AC. So this is the cosine of angle A. So let us go with the third trigonometric ratio, that is tangent of angle A. So this is defined as opposite side to adjacent side. Opposite side to adjacent side to the angle A. So what is the opposite side here? So we write it as tangent of A as tan A. Tan A means tangent of A. And what is the opposite side to A? BC, and adjacent side is AB. Therefore, tan A is BC by AB. Tan A is BC by AB. So these are the main three trigonometric ratios, and remaining three trigonometric ratios we can get by reciprocating these three trigonometric ratios. I mean to say that the remaining trigonometric ratios we have cosecant of A. Okay, so cosecant of A, we define it as hypotenuse by opposite side. So what is the hypotenuse by opposite side? Isn't it that it is 1 by sin A? Right? Because sin A is opposite side by hypotenuse. So cosecant A we have defined it as hypotenuse by opposite side. So it will be the reciprocal of sin A. So we write it as cosecant A is equal to, so 1 by sin A and is equal to, so what is the hypotenuse? AC is the hypotenuse and opposite side is BC. This is the cosecant A. Now the next one is secant of A. Secant of A is defined as hypotenuse by adjacent side, hypotenuse by adjacent side, and we write it as hypotenuse by adjacent side is nothing but 1 by cos A. It is the reciprocal of cos A because we know that cos A is nothing but adjacent side to hypotenuse. So secant A we write it as SCCA. Sec A, this is we read it as secant A, which is equal to 1 by cos A, and hypotenuse is AC and adjacent side is AB, so that secant A is AC by AB. So the last but not least, cotangent A. Cotangent A is the reciprocal of tan A, that is the adjacent side to opposite side. So we write it as this as cot A and is equal to 1 by tan A and is equal to AB by BC. So by this we have completed defining all the trigonometric ratios. What we have seen? We have seen sin A, cos A, tan A, cosecant A, secant A, cot A. And we have observed that the cosecant A is the reciprocal of sin A, secant A is the reciprocal of cos A, and cot A is the reciprocal of tan A. And vice versa. Tan A is the reciprocal of cot A, cos A is the reciprocal of secant A, sin A is the reciprocal of cosecant A. You can remember like this: cosecant start with cos C and sin start with S, right? So C and S are reciprocals, and here secant start with S, cos start with C, so that S and C are reciprocals. And tan and cot you can remember easily, right? Tan and cot look like similar, so you can understand these two are the reciprocals to each other, right? So shall we solve one problem to understand these trigonometric ratios better? Look at this question. Given tan A equals to 4 by 3, find the other trigonometric ratios of angle A. Pause for 1 minute and try to get the answers. Get all the trigonometric ratios: sin A, cos A, cosecant A, secant A, cot A. Let us see the answer here. So tan A is nothing but opposite side, that is opposite side is 4 and adjacent side is 3. It is the ratio of opposite side to adjacent side. Now from the Pythagoras theorem we know that the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. So 3 square plus 4 square, that is 25, root of 25 is 5. Hypotenuse is 5. That's it, the problem is over. We know that sin A is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse, that 4 by 5. Cos A is nothing but AB by AC, that is 3 by 5, right? And secant A and cosecant A is 1 by sin A, that will be equal to 5 by 4. And secant A is 1 by cos A, and that is equal to 5 by 3. And what about cot A? Cot A is direct one from tan A, that is 1 by tan A, which is equal to 3 by 4. Does it make sense? I hope you have understood. Okay, let's go to the next problem. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B, if tan A is equal to 1, then verify that 2 sin A cos A is equal to 1. Pause for 1 minute and try to answer this. Okay, now let me answer this. If you have got the answer, that is good. Otherwise, look at this. So we know that tan A is nothing but opposite side, that is BC by adjacent side. So but tan A is given as 1. What does it mean? Doesn't it that BC is equal to AB? So let us say that let this AB equals to BC equals to some K. So that this is K and this is K. So from Pythagoras theorem, CA is equal to root of k square plus k square, that is root 2k square, or 2 root k is the hypotenuse. 2 root k is the hypotenuse. Now let us see what is sin A and cos A. Yeah, sin A is opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. So which is k root 2 here. It is root 2k. Root 2k. So that it is root 2k. So k get cancelled and is equal to 1 by root 2. And what is cos A? Cos A is AB by AC, which is also equal to k root 2k, which is also equal to 1 by root 2. Now what to prove here? 2 sin A cos A equals to 1. Let us see this. 2 sin A cos A is nothing but 2 into 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2 is 1 by root 2 whole square, that is 1 by 2, and which is equal to 1. Hence proved. I hope you have got it. If you like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more videos from maths. Thank you.